Hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. I am so happy to have you here with me. Okay, I just want to really dive right in. And I feel like today is a very important day, and this is timeless. So it's whenever you're coming across this. But I feel like it's an important day because there's something that you have overcome. It's not really the right word here. There's something that you've just you've leveled up. That's a better way of saying it. You've leveled up on, but I'm also getting just slightly that you may not realize or have reverence for what you just accomplished. Um because it seems so small and insignificant, but in the grander scheme, it is not. So, in nature today, as I was taking a walk, there was a flock of starlings, and it was just crazy because I turned around and there was all of these birds, and just one bird moved and everything moved with it. Okay, it was like this little shift moved everything else. And so this is the energy that I'm getting for you. So today I want to go into one energy for each of the astrology signs because I want this to be a little bit more detailed. So look at the description box. Ooh, I see a crow too. So I do feel like messages are going to be coming in. Okay. Ooh, two crows. Yes. Okay. So there's going to be, this is what this is, right? The message that wants to come through is balance and harmony in this new day. And the energy that the intention is what energy, okay, what tarot, um, what energy can you tap into that will allow you to feel this deep reverence for what you have done? This little shift that you made, no matter how small, is something that is going to move a lot. Okay. And consistently choosing this and consistently doing this. This is the other thing that I feel like is coming through. I don't feel as though you realize that this change isn't it's not temporary. Like I feel what's coming through is like, yeah, I've heard this before, I've done it. Like there's doubt in the background. And if you're resonating with this message and everything that I've been talking about, the message for this is different. You, because you are different and you are acting different and you are thinking different. And so, in the grand scheme of things, this is changing everything. And so, externally, and that flock just flew by again. Externally, if you are not seeing it, I truly feel like you're going to be, because this energy is so potent. It feels so potent. I don't know if that's the right word. Present. This energy just feels so present that actually feels more in resonance with this message. Okay. So without any further ado, we will start with Capricorn as we are still in that season, and I will move on from there. Okay. I will see you in your reading, or case study rather. All right, Capricorn. Let's see, my friends. What is one energy to help you have reverence for this transition that you've made? What energy can you focus on today to bring reverence? Okay. Well, there's two energies to focus on for you. So we'll talk about the first one. The first energy is this focus on what you have left behind. I think that it's really powerful. I think you may have left something that was once fulfilling for something that is unfulfilling. And I love that with this, the beekeeper, which is also the fool, came out with it, because this is about trusting this new path. okay? Because you are done. You are so done with this unfulfilling past, okay? And you are stepping into this future. So have reverence for what you have just accomplished. Have reverence for how hard it was for you to even walk away from this, but for the fact that you did, because this new journey is beginning for you, and it's going to be a fun one. I feel like you're walking into, like, this house feels kind of old and stale. It just doesn't, like, it feels like, how do I say that? You're just like, even the tearing of the wallpaper, it's like you're done with this energy, and you are moving into this new abundance, this new, it's almost like your surroundings, like you're walking into this new beautiful scenery, and you're just leaving all of that unfulfilling stuff behind. So have deep reverence for what you are leaving behind and what you're walking to. Alrighty, my friends. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Hmm. This is interesting because I did just realize this doesn't follow. I'm skipping around here. So what comes after Capricorn is Aquarius. Um, hmm. No, no, it's not. Okay. I just like totally had a. Oh, okay. Taurus, Taurus. I don't know if I'm almost feeling like that energy was for you, in the sense of thinking something was one thing and then realizing that it wasn't. So I will still pull a card for you, but I am feeling that that's that energy. Like, all of a sudden I was like, wait a second, this isn't right. Um and then of course I realized, wait, no, it is right. But the energy I'm getting for you is there's deep reverence for what you realized is not right for you. And then let's just see what else, what energy. Alrighty. All right. For you, it looks like, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So I think to ground in this reverence for this journey that you have been through and what you've stepped into is really seeing the opportunity in your home environment. Um, I feel like I'm getting like this is nourishing. There's like this opportunity, there's like this nourishing opportunity within your home, and to have deep reverence for what is going on within your home. Um, it almost gives me the feeling of like physically bringing something new into your home, because we're talking about the Ace of Pentacles. Um, but yeah, I think the focus for you is this seeing, or having reverence for this new opportunity that has entered your home. And you focusing on that is really going to help ground in this journey, this it feels like you ended a chapter and you've begun a new one. So it's having reverence for what ended in order to even get you to this new space. So it's almost like maybe there's still some baggage with old energy here, where you might be feeling like it's hard for you to step into this celebration because the journey to get you here was a bit difficult. So the guidance here is to focus on where you're at, because everything had to happen in that way for you to get to this point. And when you can have a deep reverence for it, it will allow you to step more fully into this current moment. Alrighty, I hope that helps. What's going on, Aries? All right, let's see what you're up to, my friend. Oof, 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 oof. You know, not for nothing, but I think part of the reason, I mean, my husband is an Aries, so I'm sure that's why I have this like affinity towards, Aries when I come to your energy, because but there is also this deep reverence I have for your energy, because I love the impulse that you do have to just go and get something. And I think in a way, because there are times where it's like I don't get out of my flow to like initiate, and I love being able to tap into your energy to be able to get that spark going. And although you may tinker out or fizzle out maybe sooner than others, I still love and have deep reverence for that spark that gets the whole thing going. Um, so yeah, I think that this what I'm starting to sense from this is you are understanding your own energy. I feel like this is coming through in a way to for you to acknowledge your own impulse, for you to acknowledge your own spark. And I feel like leave behind that feeling of I can never see things through, or I um, fizzle out, or sooner rather than later, or something along those lines. But I don't think that's the case. I think you're starting to come more into alignment with you're allowing that spark to happen, allowing the rest period, and then allowing the spark to continue. And also, something else is coming through here. Sometimes you are meant to spark others. And I don't know if that makes you feel like, okay, well, I should be doing more. Like maybe there's some sort of guilt with that, but this, it, this is your innate power, is to be able to spark other people as well. So I'm interested because I feel like that's talking about like an Aries who might have like a 10th house, um, like Aries in your 10th house, where you really are meant to spark the group or the people that your tribe, so to speak, that you're meant to create that pulse for them. Um, and they carry that forward. Uh, but you are that initial spark. All right, let's see what energy you can focus on to bring deeper reverence for your journey. To bring deep reverence to the phase that you are now in. What can Aries focus on? What did I say? I love this. But yeah, it's the spark. Like this kind of reminds me of you. You're that initial spark. You are that wand. You are the thing that starts everything else. When you think about, well, it's like the chicken or the egg, right? But I will say this, technically, the zodiac starts with Aries because Aries is the beginning of it all. And so I think having deep reverence for the spark that you bring is really important for you. So I hope that helps. And honestly, thank you for your spark, because I love it. And honestly, even if sometimes it lights a fire under me, you create this passion that I absolutely love. So thank you for your energy. What's going on, Gemini? How you doing? How you doing? Hi, my friend. All right. Let's see. Feels like some of these other signs got like channeled messages before even a card came out. And it's interesting because I feel calmness within this energy for you. And this is what's coming through with that. Have reverence for the peace and the calm that you are now able to sustain. Okay, this is coming through pretty beautifully. In other words, it's like I feel like where there was once chatter in the mind, there is not any longer. I feel like, and I'm seeing this is like your nervous system and your body softening and healing because you're no longer um, it's like the only way I can explain this is like you're no longer frantic with thoughts. Okay, it's not like and there are a time and place for that, so that's not always a bad thing. But I think with how your energy was previously, you were more in the shadow of that versus allowing the breakthroughs to come through naturally. It almost feels like before you were forcing, and now it's just allowing. um and that's pretty awesome to have deep reverence for that. All right, let's see what mm, 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 okay. Alrighty, we'll take you to okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, and what I'm feeling from this is having reverence for this protection and this boundary that you've put around your sacred space. So the Nine of Wands is um it's the wounded warrior, but he's wounded. The story with this is he's wounded because he was able to withstand the energy that was coming at him. And so for you, I'm really, again, this goes back into what I was already feeling and channeling, which is you really, and again, it feels like outside energy. So maybe the other energies that I was talking about where it felt frantic and it was like, I think this and this and this and this, it could have been like other people's thoughts in your own head that was kind of not allowing you to tap into your own authority or authenticity. And you're done with this now. So the Nine of Wands is about being at the end, like you're almost at the end of it. And to be honest, I am feeling like you are done. I think the reason this card had to come out in order for me to understand it was to understand the boundary that you've put around your energy. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, this is an interesting Six of Pentacles. Um, and I'm trying to see how mm. All right, it feels like this sounds so silly. But the thing that I'm getting from it, it's like you're putting your own. So this Six of Pentacles is talk. Six of Pentacles for me is typically an exchange, like a balanced or even exchange, um, or even you receiving because it moves out of that Five of Pentacles where you don't feel like you have what you need, and then we move into the Six of Pentacles where you do have what you need. So right now I'm sensing you have what you need in that you don't, it's like I'm seeing you as the hierarchy here. All of these other bees are beneath it, but this is like the queen bee. And so the reverence I'm feeling for you is that you are, and it's, this is reminding me of the crown chakra. So it's like you are the sovereign, um, um it's almost reminding me of like the emperor energy. Like you are the sovereign authority over your thoughts. And I know this is a pentacle energy, but I'm feeling it pretty strongly. I mean, it could just be your energy, Gemini, because you are a lot about communication and kind of that air energy, but it really feels like you've gotten to this point. You don't need, it's like you don't need anybody else's handout. You have your own thoughts, you have your own resource to pull from, and you are now choosing to pull from your own resource. So I really feel like that's deep reverence for even being able to get to this place, because not a lot of people reach that end within their own lifetime. So that's pretty cool. I hope that helps. Hello, Cancer. How you doing? How you feeling? All right. So, let's see what am I feeling in your energy? Huh? Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. It's quiet in here, Cancer. I'm not sure what to make of that. I don't know. To have deep reverence for silence. I'm hearing because the answers come through when everything is silent. Ooh, okay. And you've allowed maybe I think I'm feeling as though it's like you've allowed the silence. And I'm also now getting stillness. Finding balance with the stillness. And having deep reverence for that balance between that stillness and that activation, active energy. That doesn't sound right or feel right. Let's pull a card and see. Reverence for the stillness. Do you feel like that guy wanted to? Oh, no? Okay. All right. What's one energy here that can help Cancer have reverence for this new phase that they're in? We have the Six of Wands. I heard when I saw this card, allowing the silence to guide you. So the Six of Wands is about being recognized, having success. Can be a little egoic, right? Because you're on your high horse, right? But I'm more so is noticing almost as if that's like the guiding star, right? So I'm getting the sense of having reverence for that stillness guiding you. Ooh, and then we have the Nine of Jars, which is wish fulfillment. So I feel like there's reverence for being in this stillness and allowing the stillness to guide you to something that is really, really fulfilling. Oh, and we have the King of Wands. So I feel like this is also about letting the stillness guide you to creativity, to fire. It's like, almost as to say that if the stillness allows you to, I'm like seeing a battery charging. And so it allows you to have the capacity to be the King of Wands and to direct that spark. Um, But yeah, there's reverence here for that stillness that allows you to see the direction that you need to go. So I hope that helps, Cancer. Leo, 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 how are you doing, my friend? Oofda, 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 you are so warm. It's it's so nice being in your warmth. I think there's a deep reverence here for you and your authenticity. I'm seeing this lion just sitting, um, literally sitting like a dog, I guess. But his head is tilted towards the sun, his eyes are closed, and he's just soaking up the sun. And for you, Leo, this is how I feel people feel in your presence. This is your energy. I think there's a deep reverence here for you to understand that, like, how naturally just beautiful and warm you are. Um, I'm hearing without trying, eh, with you just following what sparks, what ignites you, what drives you. Not drive. I'm seeing like less ambition. Okay, not what drives you is ambition, but actually what I'm feeling like this this lightheartedness. Like, where's this passion and this fun, this creativity? Um, Following that. Ambition almost seems to, and I think this is what you've let go of, because I feel like the ambition part is what kind of dampers you a little bit. Not that it's bad to be ambitious, it's not what I'm saying. Um, but naturally, you are ambitious. So it's not something that you have to think about. It's just following your spark is going to, like, that in and of itself is where your ambition is naturally. Um, and so it's almost like anything outside of that isn't actually your alignment. It feels like it's a more of a shadow thing. And what I'm feeling is you coming into this, that lion just sitting there and soaking up the sun. And I feel like, yeah, I'm feeling this calmness kind of coming over you. And I feel like this is really resonating for somebody, because I feel this deep resonance with it. Okay. All right, let's see what's one energy that Leo can use to have deep reverence for this new energy or this new phase that they're in. What's one energy that will have Leo, give Leo deep reverence for this journey that they're in? Mm, mm, mm. That's what I was feeling for you. It's like, okay, I feel like it's a rebirth because you're just really coming in more of yourself. Um, this is the Judgment card in tarot, and it's, to me, it always reminds me of being like answering the call of your soul. And this is what I feel like you are doing more and more, and to really have really deep reverence for where your soul is taking you. That's so beautiful. I hope that helps, Leo, Leo, Leo. Hello, Virgo. How are you doing, my friend? I am so happy to have you here. Mm. Give me a second. Let me tap into your energy. What am I feeling Virgo. Hmm. Ooh, it's like a whirlwind. Um, like I feel my whole body kind of going like in like I don't know if it's I know was it a title? It's in the ocean. I've seen it in movies. I think even like Moby Dick where like there's this circle in the middle of the ocean and it's like pulling everything in. I feel this energy for you. So what I feel like is I don't know what is that? What would that like that's the energy like you have gone through. It almost feels like you've been through a portal of some sort. Uh, and I think a lot of changes has happened. You to have deep reverence for this moment is one, you made it through that whirlwind. Um, and I'm feeling like you have come out, you are so much wiser. It's like I'm not even completely familiar with Lord of the Rings. Maybe this is a reference for you specifically for someone here, but it's like I'm seeing where Gandalf the Gray got leveled up to Gandalf the White. Um, it's like you went through this like alchemized. It's like you turned into something completely different. So different than the energies of everybody else, Virgo, because everybody else has kind of felt calming. Yours was like a lot. You just had a lot going on, man, a lot. And I think that I feel like you can breathe easier because I do feel like there was a reason all of that had to happen for you to be to this moment right here, right now. Um, and I feel like you're not going to be in this whirlwind energy anymore, and that may have already stopped, and if it hasn't, I really get the feeling that it is uh very soon. um I feel like I see a plane literally externally going across, and it's like I feel like you're going somewhere, Virgo, like truly. This feels really intense, not intense. It feels exciting. It feels like you've left something heavy behind and you have liftoff now. And I just feel like you're traveling somewhere. So maybe you actually are going to be traveling somewhere with, seeing the plane. Um, but yeah, there is deep reverence for this energy that you've gone through. And it's not like reverence because you went through it. It's the way that you went through it, I feel like. Because that's the way that you chose to go through that whirlwind is why you are now able to take off. This is the sense that I'm getting. Okay, what's one energy that Virgo can use to tap into deep reverence? Yeah, Six of Wands. You made it, man. You made it. The like getting to this point, there was a lot that you had to do, a lot that you had to go through to get to this point. Again, I'm feeling like you're traveling somewhere, you're going somewhere. And I do feel like this is something that's guiding you. It reminds me of the star. It reminds me of like direction or like a compass there. And so I feel like and I feel like it's your soul, like you're really, really following this soul's path. Um, and I do feel like you're going to receive a lot because of the way that you've gone through this whirlwind. So that's pretty cool. I know this is kind of short, but that's what I have for you. I hope that helps. Well, hello there, Scorpio. How you doing? How you doing? Stop trying to hide from me. I'm just kidding. I'm not. No. I'm just kidding. You wouldn't be hiding if you're here. In fact, you probably love how deep I go. Because you can probably sense the scorpionic energy in me. All right, Scorpio, let me tap in. Yeah, I'm feeling this energy of there's so much momentum moving forward. And I'm seeing like it's like the eight of I'm seeing the eight of cups here. Like you left something behind. And it seems like what you left behind was emotional baggage. Okay. Whatever emotion was holding you back in order to do what you needed to do to be more fulfilled, done. Um, and really to have deep reverence for that. I know we talked about it in the intro, but this is that feeling of um, uh, is it really done? Like maybe a little underlying doubt, but indeed it is. And to have really deep reverence for the fact that you were able to leave that behind, because I do feel like that was something that was really difficult for you in the past. Um, it's almost like I'm seeing emotional entanglement, literally like vines that were keeping you stuck. And it's almost I'm seeing like these vines having flowers blooming. And it's almost like to have reverence for that because this is interesting. But it's like in a way it kept you stuck back for divine timing. I, that seems so okay. This is just what's coming through. Okay. Uh oh, I it's your inner child that was okay. Yeah, okay. So it's to have deep reverence for your inner child. Okay, because this is what you've healed and it's it will I'm getting a little bit emotional here. It feels like it took a lot for this little child to feel safe moving forward because there is so much emotional instability, and it's like this inner child has like grown up, very has matured. Okay, it's not like you're an adult. I'm not saying that, like your inner child still is fun, but it's like instead of this inner child throwing a tantrum, it's like you've learned to work with it in order to get the light side of that inner child as opposed to the shadow side that has held you back um, quite a bit. But again, the feeling I'm getting with that, whether it's realized or not, is that uh, it was meant to be that way. I don't know. There's something here about timing that it was in. It was important for that to happen. So, all right, let's see what energy will help you have reverence. Oh my god, I love it. Does that not remind you of your inner child? Like an inner child? I mean it is, right? It's the page. But yeah, so I'm just gonna let this be confirmation for what I've already said. I would love for you to really look at this picture because I do feel like this is what you've healed. Okay. And this little girl feels so safe and secure now, or boy, right? Take it how it resonates. But they feel so safe and secure because they can count on you. You know how they, with little kids, um, I know, like you notice where if they fall and you over, like you're like, oh my god, are you okay? Did that hurt? Or that type of a thing. Then they see your reaction and they're like, oh, I should act like it hurts. And it's not like they're trying to do that. It's just you are wiser, you are older, and so they expect you to be wiser, and they're looking to you to see, how do I get through this? And this is what you've done. It's like you're the parent that's like, you're okay, you got this, it's okay. Or, if it was something where, they had like a deep scratch, it's like, it's okay, we're going to clean it, we're going to rest it for a little bit, and it's going to be good. So it's this type of feeling. And I think that again, this is really to have deep reverence for this, because, oh yeah, okay. Because what I'm getting is your inner child is going to be so pivotal in this new phase for you. Um, so having this deep reverence for this whole journey and for this inner child transformation is really going to help you. Okay. I hope that helps, Scorpio. Libra, Libra, Libra. I accidentally skipped you. I feel like you're trying to hide from me. I just think that's funny. Um, all right, Libra. Let me tap into you. Let me see. I am feeling like this. I'm feeling this little kid energy of hide and seek. Is there anything else? I'm trying to understand how, hide and seek is something to have deep reverence for. Oh, you know what it feels like though? It feels like deep reverence for um hold on. Let me tap in more. Hmm. It's eluding me. What is going on here? Libra, what are you doing? Libra, Libra, Libra. All right. I feel like you're playing hide from me. Um, let's see what that's about. Because I'm not getting any more out of this, like, but there, it is humorous. It's not like you're hiding out of fear or anything like this. It's like it's humor. Um, I don't think it's a bad thing that you're hiding. I almost feel like the thing to have reverence for is your ability to hide. I Okay, let's just get a card out. Um, I wish I had something deeper for you. That's why I keep pausing. So if this resonates for you and you completely understand this whole hiding thing, that's awesome. Okay. Um, and I hope you do. It's just because it's evading me. Okay. Eight of Swords. Oh, okay. It is this. Like, have deep reverence for the fact that it's like nothing can contain you. So the Eight of Swords is about being contained by like mental. It's not like you're actually restricted, but it's like a mental type of restriction. And the fact that I feel like you keep evading me is like, nope, 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 nope. It's like, have deep reverence for the fact that you don't get stuck, like that you're able to be kind of shifty. It's interesting because I normally feel like that is Aquarius type energy, but for sure I'm feeling this with you right now. So you might have Aquarius somewhere deep in your, or not deep, but more prominent in your chart. But and regardless, it seems like have deep reverence for this fact that you're able to be kind of shifty. And maybe it's because that Libra energy of being very balanced, like nothing's going to keep you stuck, because you can, if you start feeling stuck, you can give to yourself where you're not anymore, right? Like you're able to balance out that energy. Um, so I do think that there's a deep reverence for this for you. It was so funny that it took that long to get out, but it was like, that's so simple. How is that something? But it indeed is. So I hope that helps. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. I feel like this might be a new energy or a new subscriber. I don't know, it just feels new. All right, let's tap in. Well, welcome if you are new, and if you're not new, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. I mean, we already addressed this in the intro, but that's why I'm feeling like you might be somebody new that needs a little extra welcoming. So, hello. Okay, let me tap in. Okay, I'm literally hearing Sagittarius, 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 Sagittarius. Um, okay, I'm not sure where we're going with that or what that means. Hmm. All right, I'm not really picking up on much else there, Sagittarius. Um, Okay, now I'm seeing somebody in a movie theater sitting back and watching. I feel like this is to have deep reverence for, I mean, we already talked about this, but I think this is especially significant for you in this moment, is to really reflect upon how you got to this current moment and to have really deep reverence for this journey. Because what I'm feeling is I see this person in this movie theater sitting back in awe of the movie. Um, that's being displayed or played. Okay, and I'm also seeing that, you know how people could, like, you watch something, you come out of something, and like you get all these ideas and whatnot. I think this is in part why it's important for you to have a deep reverence for what you've currently been through, because this is going to guide you to this next step. This is going to spark something within you. And you could even, like, I'm almost, for somebody specific, and I mean very specific, it would almost be have reverence for whatever movie you just watched, as as if it is your own journey. So that's super interesting. That's what's coming through. Let's see what's one energy that, okay. All right, so we have the Nine of Jars and we have the Seven of Jars. The Seven of Jars is talking about so many different options. Within this particular deck, though, with this open book, it's almost like I feel like there's more information coming on the options that you see available. So, again, with this movie reference, I'm almost wondering if there's something within that movie that shows what this wish fulfillment will be for you. Let me take a look at this. Hmm. I'm noticing your hand up. And I'm like actually hearing someone saying like, behold. Let me look back at this card. Hmm. I'm hearing like have this is just interesting. So again, take it how it resonates, but it's like I'm hearing as almost as if it relates to the movie. Like there's something in this movie. And if it was like I said, like if it's replaying your own reflection, although honestly that resonates less, but is still could still be for somebody. So you are your own sovereign authority. So you'll know inner knowing, deep feeling of resonance if that is true for you. But if it is this movie, there is something profound about the information you're going to receive when you watch this movie, um, and have reverence for it because it seems like it is a mirror to you. And whatever that may be is going to be extremely fulfilling for you. All right, let me see if there's anything else. I almost feel like I want, I'm almost feeling like I want another card because I still don't feel like I have the complete message. It could also be, honestly, I just don't get the message, but I trust the cards. I trust what's being channeled through me. I trust the energy I'm feeling. Um, Trying to remember. The question is what to have deep reverence for. I'm hearing it. I have also have deep reference for your choices because they're leading to fulfillment. I'm also hearing, and that's complete. So, yeah, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope that helps. Alrighty, my friends. Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing, my friends? Let's tap into your energy. Feel like I'm a bag blowing in the wind. Not in a bad way, though. I feel like we'll take those. I feel like there's a deep reverence here for going with the flow. So this is usually what I feel from like water energy, but I really see the similarity between the wind and the water and the fact that, wind blows every which way. And I love that, especially wind, not maybe as much water, but wind can really turn on a dime. And what I'm feeling for you is having this deep, deep reverence for your ability to change direction and to go with the flow. I feel like, man, and I have deep, deep reverence for this as well because I know how hard that is. Because it's like just when you're starting to build momentum doing something, the alignment is actually to shift now. Um, and then it's almost like you have to start over. But I just want you to understand you're not starting over. It's like it's just another layer, or is the sense that I'm getting here. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Let's see what your cards are. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, yes. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So this is exact kind of what I was talking about. The way I'm seeing this is like the way that you're able to move your resources. So and to even move whatever it is that you're doing in the physical present. So if it is like I almost feel like this is business for you. That's just the feeling I'm getting. But the fact that you're able to just switch and navigate so flu- uh, fluidly, is that the right word? It like in flow. I think that is the right word. You're able to move in that way that there's again there's just deep reverence there because the Nine of Pentacles is about you being very independent and really building success from this ability to be able to shift gears when it needs to shift. um I'm also getting, because the typical feeling I get from Six of Pentacles, 5555 was on the clock when I said that. um the normal energy is like this exchange of give and receive. And I feel like this is also something that you've come into flow with. So it's changing pace in that way too, where you allow yourself um, space to rest or to do whatever, but then you get right back into the thing. So having deep reverence for this, because it's really led to you being sovereign within yourself. And I also feel like it's going to lead to success within your endeavors, a specific endeavor. Again, this feels a bit like business or your work, whatever relates to you as far as, what you're working on to receive for your resources. Okay. Um, I'm just seeing if anything else kind of comes through. Hmm. I just feel so much abundance for me. Like you're just able to, the reverence here is your ability to just step into whatever is needed in the moment. That feels very resonant for me. And for whatever reason, I'm feeling protection too. The protection of like you're able to protect your own energy by navigating accordingly. Like navigating your thoughts, navigating decisions, navigating actions, that type of a thing. Alrighty, my friends. I hope that helps. Alrighty. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Last but certainly not least. Let me tap into your energy, my friends. I feel like I am feeling a lot of celebration in this energy right now. I'm feeling like I don't know if this is, I feel like maybe you've been able to accomplish something your ancestors or your lineage was not. Um, because what I'm seeing is like the other side really cheering you on for something that you've accomplished. So that is something to have very deep reverence for, that you were able to break an ancestral cycle that was not of the highest light, not of the highest vibration. That's all we really need to say about that. But you've overcome something in your family lineage that other people just were not able to. And this feels like it might be specific for somebody, whether you think they know it or not. You know, when beings cross over, I've experienced anyway that the ones that have come to me, when they come back, they're not the same. Meaning, um, it's like they have an ascended, what do I want to say, level of consciousness. So even though it may not sound like they would be cheering you on, maybe their personality was not as nice in the 3D reality. And it does feel like that could be for somebody specific where you're like, no, they wouldn't be cheering me on. I'm specifically feeling a grandmother energy that is really, really proud of somebody here, um, and cheering you on, and to really, again, have deep reverence for this. So it doesn't have to be a grandmother. Remember, the whole lineage thing is present, but the grandmother energy could have been coming through for somebody specifically who needed to hear that. Um, but this energy is, again, like deep, deep. They themselves, these ancestors themselves, have deep reverence for you and what you've been able to accomplish. It's like you've brought great honor to your family lineage. Okay. Um, okay, let's see, what is one card to help this collective. We have the King of Pentacles. It's interesting. I feel like this is just going off. This is more just confirmation of what I've already said. The King of Pentacles is, to me, the handyman in the tarot, because they are physically taking care of everything. They are getting stuff done. Um, and this is what I'm feeling for you. Like, the reverence is your ability to just get things done, your ability to make things happen. And I'm also feeling there's almost like I'm feeling the Knight of Pentacles energy coming forward, like this very consistent, slower moving but very consistent energy coming through there. Um, to have deep reverence for that. It's almost as though the person I am speaking to may feel is like, well, it took forever to get me here, and there might be like a little bit of a negative kind of frequency to that. But the ancestors, that's why I think this celebration energy is really coming through. It's like, but you got it done. Doesn't matter how long, it just matters that you finished and that you brought something to completion. That's really important because, again, you did something that your lineage before you was not able to do. And so there's a deep reverence to come with that. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope that helps.